What's up everyone, this is Super Marcel and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. In the last episode, we have built this. We got a kayak. We've built a kayak and we created a Dreadnoughtus enclosure. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty awesome stuff. Right, for now it's just the Dreadnoughtus, but I'm hoping later down the line we will add Sinoceratops and they'll cohabit with the Dreadnoughtus hopefully, and yeah, things will go well. The Dreadnoughtus are also already making infants from the look of it, and so we got that to look forward to as well. So now what we are going to do excuse me, is that we have been tasked to make a lagoon consisting of 6 sections, right? Pretty straightforward. We're just going to make a lagoon. I have had a deep look into marine reptiles of China to really see if there's any distinctive, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be given whatever to us anyway, so we don't really need to worry that much. But let's just research for the bloody thing, right? The lagoons, while I talk about this. So when I looked at Chinese marine reptiles, first off, there've been a few things here and there, yeah. I think there is, for starters, there is like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like this it's kind of like a nophosaur. I forgot what the term is of those type of marine reptiles, but it's like apparently it's a marine reptile that connects to like practically everything, like sorrel something Saurospondylide or something like that. Like it just looked like a lizard. It wasn't necessarily a nophosaur, but it was a lizard that would apparently become all things marine reptiles, and maybe even archosaurs. I don't know, it's a confusing one. The other thing is that we have this turtle relative, right? It's not necessarily a turtle itself, but it's related to turtles, right? And that's cool. And then finally, we actually have an ichthyosaur of some kind, but I guess I'll hold on to that just in case this mysterious marine reptile that we're going to be given turns out to actually be, you know, ichthyosaur. So I guess how we're gonna do this. So we got this like plateau like up here, right? So I'm thinking like maybe we could just keep it simple and just build the lagoon like right up here.
They say you can never have too much of a good thing. And with this delivery, I guess we'll find out if that's true.
A rifle of Mosasaurus. Okay, so it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. A Mosasaurus? Oh god. Now, with the sure, I guess.
A magnificent animal. We should make sure that it's comfortable in its new home.
Good thinking. Comfortable dinosaurs stay where they're put.
Marine reptiles.
It's a marine reptile.
Hey!
Evolution doesn't work that fast, Mr. Finch.
Can I...
You know, the modern ocean is a tough place for prehistoric animals, especially giant ones. Unfamiliar ecosystems, no guarantees on reliable food sources, temperatures that they never evolved for. Marine reptiles need our support if they're going to adapt. So, it's time we extended the breeding program here to our aquatic guest of honor.
Have one juvenile mosasaurus leave the nest. Okay, right. I guess I can still talk about mosasaur. I don't think there was any No, yeah, I looked it up, and there isn't actually any sort of mosasaurs found in China, unfortunately. There is a mosasaur found in Japan called Phosphorosaurus that actually appeared in Prehistoric Planet. It's like this cool little, like, smaller mosasaur that might have hunted, like, in the dark maybe, because it's like a mosasaur with distinctively large eyes. But nah, just a normal mosasaurus that we got here. I think it would be cool if we have Phosphorosaurus appear in a future DLC. I think that's definitely something, some good potential that Frontier should definitely consider adding in a future DLC. Especially when you come into consideration that, like, for the new dinosaurs, unfortunately, we never gotten... We never got a new marine reptile, which is a bit disappointing, you know. But oh well, what can you do? This is a fairly small enclosure for a mosasaur. I also want to know, like, the building capabilities, right? How do I... Lagoon decorations. This can't be the only things that we got going for us. I distinctively remember that the trailers had, like, you could build, like, rocks and stuff, right? And make cool archways and stuff. We can add in thermal vents, I guess. That's not exactly what I want. But we do... Okay, so we do have some sort of creative control with the lagoons. We gotta make something cool. We can't just have it be like a pure nothingness. Yeah, we can at least get kelp. So I'm gonna do that, right? Just get a bunch of kelp stuff. It would help if the camera would get in the lagoon. There we go. And thankfully, decorations don't actually cost anything, so there's that. I do really wish that, like, you could, like, at least build the terrain. Wait a minute. No, I remembered something. But it would, like, I remember you can kind of make shallow water. But that's kind of difficult, is it not? Yeah. But no, we can definitely try and make something cool, right? We're gonna have, like, yeah, let's try and make this look as scenic as possible, right? There we go. It's a much better looking... Yeah. I do really, like, appreciate that you can actually have a little bit more creative freedom in actually placing stuff in the lagoons, which is nice. But yeah, it would be better if you could, you know, change the terrain and stuff. But I guess in a way, doing it like this, placing rocks and stuff in the lagoon, is another way of just making that happen, raising the terrain. Doing it manually. I'll do it myself. There we go. Yeah.
welcome a Dreadnoughtus to the park.
The baby Dreadnoughtus hatched. Okay, I'll take a look at it in just a moment. That does not seem very safe. That is a hazard just waiting to happen. He's gonna... oh Christ! Oh bugger! The Apatosaurus just escaped the enclosure. Don't worry, I'm on it. Gets caught in the wire and just explosion. I did not mean to do that, but I guess it's still nice to see the animation. Oh, there's two of you now. Ah, now now the comfort's starting to lower. Ah, that's a bit of a worry, but it's somewhat manageable, actually. Now, where's that Dreadnoughtus baby? I want to see the little baby. Oh, there's two Peppers. Hello. You look more Dominion than Rebirth, than Evolution. What about your sibling? You kind of look the same. I guess we're just gonna have to find out when it grows older. Naturally bred Generation 1. Alright. And yeah, we should also probably set up a thingy. A lagoon hatchery, here we go. Adding task. Alright. Have one juvenile mosasaurus leave the nest. Okay, do I need to research that? I sure do. Alright, let's just research that quickly. I guess it still works for me to talk about marine reptile breeding regardless of what I got. But I was hoping it was an ichthyosaur, because China actually does have an ichthyosaur. Maybe I might even actually make another lagoon, but at the same time, I already have like so much space that I still need to fill with like other dinosaurs like Tyrannus, so yeah. There you go, yeah. Status check expiring. Yeah. I don't know if this will be enough room to fit in. Like, it's a pretty spacey enclosure. I will say though that I was honestly surprised that there isn't like a second variation of the Mosasaurus that they added to the game to fit in with Rebirth, since apparently the Mosasaurus... Oh, this is the funniest thing. Like, the Mosasaurus looks different in Rebirth, but yet it's supposedly still the same Mosasaurus from the other movies. It's like, what? It's like, okay. Why does it look different? I'll make my opinions on Rebirth when we will eventually get a DLC. I'm sure that there will be a DLC. Surely. It'll be weird for them not to make a DLC for that movie, you know? Especially since, like, you got some unique skins that you can sell for, like, other dinosaurs that you already have, like the Quetzalcoatlus and the Mosasaurus. You can, oh yeah, and the Spinosaurus. You can, and also the new dinosaurs, you know, like the mutants, like the D-Rex, the flying raptor things. You got Equilops, and you got Titanosaurus. I, for one, actually really liked Titanosaurus, and I was actually really disappointed to learn that Titanosaurus was not going to be one of the new dinosaurs appearing in this game. But I guess they're saving that for a Rebirth DLC. Okay, now we're done with that. Let's get ourselves a marine hidden from guests. Oh, that's jumping down on the thingy. Can I please, Frontier, fix this? This is actually really annoying. I'm trying to like build, but the camera just refuses to go inside the bloody lagoon. Okay. So they want it to be hidden from guests. Well, I don't know how you expect me to... Oh no, apparently here's fine. There you go. Although it is actually facing the wrong direction. Let me just change that quickly. Let me change that quickly by looking up in the sky. Now, I still want to have, like, a viewing dome, an aquatic viewing dome. Can I still do that without getting the nest scene? Lagoon viewing dome. So let's say like what, here? Somewhere that's still like, what if? Oh, ooh, yeah. Hold on, what if I have it blend in with the rocks? If you ignore that one small little rock there, it does kind of work. It looks cool. Hell yeah, that's awesome. How does it look? Oh yeah, that is an awesome view. Nice. Hell yeah. So now we're just gonna have to wait until the mosasauruses like start breeding, and then they make... Oh, apparently it is claimed. Pregnant, birth imminent. Wait, did they actually do research? The Chunkinkosauruses are fighting, but it's not about you. Oh my god, is this actually gonna be how I think they're going to do this? Or is he just gonna is she gonna lay eggs? No! Oh, that's awesome!
We want our guests out of pocket, not out of breath, huh? Now, get more transport in the park and make sure that those guests are having a good time.
Increase guest comfort. Construct at least one operational tour attraction. Another? Does it have to be anything? Okay. Oh yeah. Hold on. First, let me just build these fish feeders for the baby mosasaurs, which is perfectly understandable, you know, because obviously a little baby can't jump out of the water and chew on a shark. Oh, can I have like... Oh, I can! Hell yeah, fill it up with fish. Make it like a straight up ecosystem. Hell yeah. So what you saw back there is actually pretty much how marine reptiles make young. Marine reptiles, despite being reptiles, pretty much all marine reptiles don't lay eggs. I mean, they can't really lay eggs. They're underwater. They're pretty much always stuck in the water. There is an argument that people used to make that maybe marine reptiles might have gotten onto land to lay eggs, like a sea turtle, specifically plesiosaurs, but that's not quite possible, you know? I feel like they would just get crushed if they ever like get on land, kind of like a whale. So instead, mosasaurs, ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, pretty much everything, right? Every single marine reptile, extinct marine reptile, I'm gonna exclude turtles, because duh, of course turtles go on land to lay eggs. But every marine reptile are the rare few reptiles that actually give birth. They don't lay eggs. This does mean that, you know, obviously, they only like get one, or maybe if they're lucky more at a time, but usually one offspring. But it does make you wonder if how marine reptiles take care of their young. Now, for ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs, it's believed that they lived in herds, so they probably took care of their young. But for something like a mosasaurus, which is more, you know, apex and dangerous, that's more complex. We don't know if mosasaurs raise their young. In fact, if anything, maybe mosasaurs didn't even raise their young. Hell, they probably might even eat their young if they could. But I'm not sure. That's the thing though. It's more of a behavior thing. You can't really prove that mosasauruses really took care of their young or not. So it's up to creative interpretation, really. I think there might have been fossils where like there are baby mosasaurs in the stomach of other mosasaurs, but yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I kind of get the vibes that mosasaurs were not great parents. After all, they are relatives to iguanas. Well, not iguanas, monitor lizards. I'm not quite sure how great of monitor lizards are to their young. In fact, I think monitor lizards eat their own young, so it's hard to say. But it is an interesting topic. Yeah. So yeah, they probably would have had like a sort of gelatinous sac inside their whatever mosasaurs had. Not a vagina. I don't know that much. Right. And yeah, they would have like spat them out. Tail first, obviously, because if they gave birth to the baby head first, obviously the baby would drown, right? So they had to do it tail first. They have to do it close to the surface, and then as soon as the baby is born, it will instantly swim up, get its breath fresh in air, and then live life. Yeah. But who knows? But yeah, it's definitely a very interesting topic. Yeah. Oh, we still got a bit more to do. Yeah, let's keep going. What can we do? What can we do? Transport rating, increase guest comfort, construct at least one operational tour attraction. I don't want to build another tour ride, okay? What if I were to build a balloon tour? I'm gonna build a second balloon tour, and let's say I'm gonna modify the path so that people can end up here when the tour's done. Can I do that? I'm gonna try that. Or do I even need transport rating? I guess we do have enough space for a monorail, so that's something we can also consider. Can I? No, I can't. Damn. Okay. Oh, oh well. We can still have a balloon tour. That's good.
Skies and marvel at the sights with our newly opened balloon tour.
So how do I want to do this then? I don't want to build another tour ride. I think we already have plenty of those. I think it's time I'm going to build the monorail. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, obviously we gotta make it go around in a circle around the mountain. Oh, okay. I see the problem. It goes on a head collision course with the other monorail. Nice. Increased guest comfort. Transport rating is that much. Let's take a good look. What? Okay, other than that small specific green zone, everything else is this. Everything else is green. So now let's focus on guest comfort, I guess. What are we dealing with? Okay, transport rating is 100%. Restroom coverage 46. Restrooms, right. Sure, I can work with that. Okay. So I guess we're just we're at the point where we're like, we're just playing the game, right? What I can do is, while we're doing all this, I might as well multitask and be prepared and get some Sinoceratops fossils. Because obviously we gotta get Sinoceratops for Jurassic World China. No. Okay. So what else? Where else? Here? Okay. New viable genome, Sinoceratops. Hell yeah.
Use for whenever nature calls.
Construct at least one operational tour attraction. I just did that. I just made a balloon tour. Does that not count? Please don't force me to make another. I don't know what else to. I want, because the next dinosaur in my mind that I want to get, other than Sinoceratops, is Eutyrannus. And obviously I can't do that with a tour. Not unless you want to feed the Eutyrannus people instead of goats. Unless I can cheat the system. I could probably, yeah. Stuff it. I'm doing
The dinosaurs are really no different from us when it comes to their emotional states. Comfortable dinosaurs are content dinosaurs, and content dinosaurs are more likely to thrive.
Okay. It just... What? I can't... They just decided, like... They... Someone at the board just realized, oh wait, no, he did exactly just that. Oh, whoops, let me just...
Finch, explain to me why you saw fit to buy a huge marine reptile without consulting me? Or the client?
Well, I got one heck of a deal on it. And I knew the client liked giants, and we had a whole conservation thing going on. You don't want to ignore marine reptiles, do you?
Let me be clear. I do not like surprises. But the client is happy. Yes, they are trying to solve the very real problem of finding a space in the world where large animals can thrive. And they were impressed by the breeding program put in place.
Wait a second. This isn't a dressing down, but congratulations?
It can be both. Now, do not become complacent. This conservation park may be doing well, but there is far more hard work to be done.
Hard work is my middle name. Okay, it isn't, but I'm sure it's someone's middle name around here.
Okay, right. Well, it seems that we're now at a point where, like, I'm pleasantly surprised, and you know what? I take it. I'm assuming the reason why I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that the reason why we couldn't progress with the Indonesia one, with the whole security things, blah 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 blah, I'm guessing that it's one of these dinosaurs, one of these guys. Yeah, probably someone in this group, one of these 5 dinosaurs, I betcha, is what was going to happen in Indonesia. But I don't have enough security, and I need to progress with it. But yeah, yeah. But anyways, so I guess we're sticking around until China. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick around in China until we get 5 stars. We're very, very close already. It might be the next episode for all I know. We just need to get 2 dinosaurs. I know exactly what dinosaurs we're going to get. We're going to get Sinoceratops for this enclosure, and we're going to make another enclosure over here with Eutyrannus. That's going to be our big send-off finale, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Eutyrannus. We did pretty all right. Yeah, we did a lot of good stuff. We got the Mosasaurus. That's pretty much, yeah. It's not the marine reptile I would have picked for Jurassic World China, but I guess still to have a marine reptile and talk about marine reptile breeding habits was still interesting enough. But yeah, I still would have picked Ichthyosaur. Oh well. I'm assuming this guy's our star attraction then, the Mosasaurs. It's hard to say. I don't think they even do star attractions anymore. But yeah, next episode, we're going to start working on trying to get this park to 5 stars. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel. And make sure you have a super time. Bye-bye!